being here today for our special Easter service. I want to thank these brothers who have spoken to us today, for Jared and Kennedy and Andy, for Lee's song leadership, for our worship team, and for you, because the singing has been magnificent. I had to stop several times to gather myself because the singing is beautiful today, and it's such a fitting tribute to the God of glory and his son Jesus, whom he raised from the dead. If you're our guest here today, we thank you for being here. You have made a sacrifice to be here, and that you made worship a priority. You're perhaps with a friend or a member of your family. We thank you so much. If you're here to honor a friend, or you came with a friend or with family member, your being here is a statement of your love for that family member, and we appreciate you for that. May you be blessed. One last word. The story of Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection is the greatest story that's ever been told. I can't tell a bigger story than that. Christ's unjust trial, his scourging, the massive amounts of blood he shed, the cruelty of crucifixion, the nailing of wrists and feet to a crude T, the slow, suffocating death. It's almost more than you can imagine. In fact, it is. Perhaps even worse, his apostles abandoned him. Comforted by a few women who lovingly and courageously remained near the cross, they witnessed his bloody death. And two friends, Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus, took Jesus' corpse down from that wooden cross, that killing device, and buried him the best they could with the time that they had. And on the third day, the disciples felt all the guilt, all the shame, all the despair it was possible to feel until Jesus appeared. Resurrected? How in the world? How could this be? They shouldn't have been surprised. He told them that he would be raised, but they didn't really believe it until he showed up. The word had already gotten out that he was risen from the dead. When Jesus came to them, they didn't know what to think. And we read about that in Luke 24, verse 36 and following. While they were still talking about this, the disciples, Jesus himself stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." They were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. He said to them, "Why are you troubled, and why do doubts rise in your minds? Look at my hands and my feet. It is I myself. Touch me and see. A ghost doesn't have flesh and bones, as you see I have." And when he had said this, he showed them his hands and feet, and while they still didn't believe it because of joy and amazement, he asked them, "Do you have anything here to eat?" They gave him a piece of broiled fish, and he took it and ate it in their presence. And he said to them, "This is what I told you while I was still with you. Everything must be fulfilled that is written about me in the law of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms." This was not a ghost, but a living, breathing human being who had been raised from death by the power of the Holy Spirit. In him was the fulfillment of all prophecy, and for us who have trusted in him for our lives, he is life. No grave could hold him, no darkness could quench his light, and today he sits at the right hand of the throne of God with all authority and power. He is worthy of our worship today. And because of this, Jesus has a rightful claim on my life and yours. This is the message of Easter. Jesus has claimed us. Will we surrender? Have we? He won't force you and he won't make you, but he calls you to answer the door of your heart. He's knocking. And today would be such a wonderful day for you to decide to follow Jesus. And if you want to do that, we'd love to help you. We're going to sing a song right now. Let's stand and sing together. If you need to come, please do.